I started painting nudes probably 10 years ago. Of course, before that time, I'd painted and drawn hundreds of nudes in classes, life drawing classes and painting classes. And I think that for any artist in any genre, there has to come a point where the subject matter takes on some kind of personal meaning to make it worthwhile doing. And for me, with nudes, that came one very bitter cold winter morning. I was walking to the studio and I passed a big office building that had one of those, heat grates where heat comes out of the building. And on top of it was a pile of rags and cardboard that I recognized as a shelter that a homeless person had built. And I walked by it the way I had hundreds of times. But about half a block away, I decided I can't walk by that again. I just can't do that. So I turned around and I went back and I decided I would give him some money for some food. When I got up to the pile, I couldn't believe it. Out of the bottom of it was sticking a bright red bare foot. So I called out, "Hello, hello," and after a while there was some movement in the material and the head of a young man emerged. He couldn't have been any more than 23 or 24, had long, bright red hair and blue eyes. And I gave him a $20 bill. And I said, "I hope things get better for you." And I turned around and walked away. And as I was walking away, I could hear him hollering after me, "Thank you, thank you." And it stayed with me for days. And I realized that there was a difference between nude and naked. That nude was the art world scrubbed up art history term, but that the person without clothes was naked. And that naked carried powerful meaning in it. Think of how we use it in language, the naked truth. Anything that's naked is undisguised, unvarnished, as it is. And so with that, I realized there's something to paint here. And so I began to think of how I could use a model and the poses they would be in to create sympathetic responses in the person that viewed the painting. And at that point, maybe convey something about what it means to be human.